is up, guys? Today I'm filming a first day of school thing, like prep with me or something like that, because today's my last day of break and I'm like super sad about it. And I'm gonna do like a little chat thing because I know tomorrow when I wake up I'm not gonna be talking because I don't feel like I'm gonna be focusing too much on talking because I have to wake up really early again. If you subscribe, like this video, comment, check out my, is there something in my hair? Check out my other videos if you haven't already. Check out my socials. If you're not keeping up with them, you're missing out. Everything's linked down below and also in my bio on YouTube, so keep up with them. If you aren't, check out my Spotify. My Podify, I just combined two words together. Check out my podcast on Spotify, Pretty Open-Minded. I do have an episode in there, so make sure you check it out. Also check out my Etsy. So yeah, if you're interested in hair growth oils and stuff, because I know I have a lot of new followers right now, like probably like 20 plus new followers. So I just want to say that before I get into it because I forget things a lot. So okay, so I had over a month long Christmas break, and at first I was like, oh, I'm gonna go insane because I have nothing to do. But then after a while I was like, I need this. I need a little break because I've been on like autopilot and I haven't really had breaks from school since like around my birthday, probably like that 2-week long break. So like, or 3-week long break, I can't even remember, like I think it was like 2 or 3 weeks, but that was like the only time I really had a genuine break. This one was like a lot longer, so I was like, okay, after a while I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna take this time to catch up on sleep and stuff because I know my sleep schedule is gonna be really weird. Okay, so I also want to do like a quick little haul of what I got from Sam's Club. I'm sorry if you hear Kanye. He's been super annoying all day because he doesn't like being in his cage for a long extended time, but his other brothers haven't gone out for their floor time, so you're gonna be hearing him going crazy in the background. So I got a pack of this. You're only seeing one because like all you need is one, but I got the Dove unscented body wash. I've been using this for damn near almost a year into it. I normally get the no name brand one of this because it's like $5 for like such a big one, but I saw this and it was $12 for 2 of them, and they're normally like, I don't know, like $15 in other places. So I was like, let me get this because there was a lot of like deals on Sam's Club, and I do have a Sam's Club membership now. Okay, so I think it's in focus now, but now I'm using my sunset light, which I don't really want to use my ring light right now because it gives me like a headache. This protein shake, it's like vegan. I don't really like the chocolate one, but they only had chocolate. I had to get some like my own allergy pills because like I literally can't breathe a lot of the times. I think it is a number of factors on why I can't breathe through my nose sometimes. Like right now I'm okay. To me, like I'm still a little stuffy, but this is tolerable for me, but I haven't even taken my pills yet. I've been using my mom's for like months, and I was like, maybe I should just, because sometimes I get too lazy to go in my mom's room. Getting my own, I think that was like $11 for 2 of them. A little pricey, but it's like off-brand Claritin basically, but it has 200 tablets. So yeah, but they only have, I don't know how many milligrams this is. It's supposed to give you 24-hour relief, but I don't know how much milligrams this is because there was one that I was taking that was 5 milligrams, but I would take like a few of them because it just wasn't strong enough for me. And then I also had to get these. I never tried these. Well, actually I have tried this, but it's been like a long time, but I just saw them. They were cheap and I was like, let me just get them. There's like 60 or something of them in here, and so I got them. And I only like the strawberry one. I tried these and I only like the strawberry ones, but I just, like I said, I have to get something quick and easy because to grab for school, because sometimes I don't want to spend money at school. And then I also got Caress soap. I am pretty much done and stocked up on soaps now because I got like a bunch of them, like of these, and so I'm gonna be stocked up for months. Like I don't have to like worry about that for months, which I'm happy about. But the crazy thing is I still need to get stuff that I need. Like even though I spent $139 off of Sam's Club yesterday, I still need to get like 2 or 3 things that I still need to get. But I also got toilet paper, and I also got 2 dish soaps, like by accident, which is crazy because I was gonna initially get this cheaper one, right? And I forgot to take out the $11 one out of my cart because the other one was like $8 or something, and it was done. So I was like, oh my god, there's like a deal for that too, so let me get that, because it's like I don't really get a lot of name brand things as much anymore because it's a really expensive. So I forgot to take out the expensive one, so now we have 2 big ass bottles of dish soap. And I just happened to notice the other day, like, oh, we had like this much left in our big jug of it, and which that could like that we don't go through it really fast, like it's not really that big of a deal, but it was just one less thing we have to worry about. I don't know if I mentioned we got paper towels, but we got paper towels. All like 8 things was $139. The most expensive things was the paper towels and the toilet paper because it's pricey, but there's a lot of it in there. And then I also got guinea pig food. For some reason my app is so bipolar. Like I have the PetSmart app, and sometimes it glitches or something. Like it says, oh, like the items that you put in your cart, like there isn't a lot in stock, and then I would do it, like I would take it out, put it back in, and it would keep saying that even if I put like I want 1 bag of guinea pig food. So I'm like, let me just like, I did it on my mom's phone and it worked, but like for months it's just been really annoying to buy things off of my PetSmart app. But like I don't know how else to get it because I don't want to go up there because I'm gonna be spending a lot extra money for no reason, and it's just annoying. So they are trying this new Oxbow food because the other food that they normally get is low on stock, and it just kept giving me that error message. So I was like, I'm kind of getting impatient, so let me just get this. Sometimes I know, like I've been using Oxbow for like 2 or 3 years now, like almost 3 years now. I started in 2021 when Egypt started getting sick, and I started like switching their food to Oxbow because their vet told me to do that because it was more organic and shit like that. But it's hurting my pockets. Like it's really hurting my pockets because when Egypt and Neff had their $5 foods, they were fine. They still ate it. I don't think it had a lot of nutritional value to it. It just felt like it was a lot of like fillers in there, but it was like $5, and I used to get like a big bag of that at Walmart for like a long time. Like even with my first set of guinea pigs, like they would eat the $5 bag and they were fine, you know what I mean? But I started freaking out about their health, and she was like telling me like, oh, go to Oxbow, like switch all their foods to Oxbow, because it was just highly recommended for them to have it because it has a lot of good nutritional value to it. And I'm always like, I'm spending like $30 a month for it, and it's just a lot of money. And sometimes I really want to go back to like the $5 bags because like, are they really gonna know the difference? Are they really gonna know? Like, I don't know. I just, it's just a lot of money, you know what I mean? Like they have this $10 bag of hay because I was like, a couple weeks ago I was just like really low on money, so I was like, I need to get them hay, but I can't get the expensive ones that I normally get because the expensive one that I get is also like around like it's like $22, and so it's a lot of money in a month. Like they go through the hay like really fast, but this one is like the KT brand, which isn't bad. Like that's the brand that they used to eat when it was Egypt Neff and all that, like before all these other guinea pigs I had. That's what they used to eat, is KT, and that wasn't like a thing, like an issue before, until I started going like taking them to the vet, and I was like, okay, well, I don't know, it's cheaper, it doesn't hurt my pockets, but that was 10 bucks, so I had to get it. So because I can't have them not have hay for a long period of time because they need it for teeth development. Okay, so let me show you the food that they got. It's extremely small. It's called Garden Select, but has more vitamins, I guess. I don't know, but hopefully they like it. These are really small. Like, I thought they were bigger. I thought I clicked the bigger bag. What did I click on? A lot of guinea pig food is out of stock, by the way. Like, let me tell you that. Another thing is, like, they're out of stock a lot, and I'm seeing like, oh, I want the bigger. I normally go for like the bigger bags, like I said, but they just are like, oh, it's out of stock. Like, who has guinea pigs other than me? Like, who's really like getting the Oxbow shit? Like, it's literally doesn't make sense. I'm not trying to sound entitled here, but I'm confused on why you don't have more than what you should be giving out. Because I'm going through this every month. Like, oh my god, it's out of stock. The big, like, this is too small. This is too small. I can't get the out, like, the 8-pound bag is actually out of stock, and I think that's why I ended up having that issue. But together it's 8 pounds, so did I win in the end? I don't know. Okay, so it's days later after I filmed the last clip. I totally apologize for not updating you guys what happened on the first day and the second day of school. Why does everything keep sliding off of this hoe? This is annoying. Okay, so the first day of class, it was pretty fast and pretty short. I have 2 classes in total, if you're wondering. They're both math classes, and they're basically intertwined with each other. So one class is let me just explain it to you guys, so because I'm still learning what the hell it is. So one is like an algebra class, and then the other one is a mathematics for business and social sciences prerequisite class. Yeah, so basically I'm grouped in with like future kinesiologists and business owners and psychologists, stuff like that. Like, that's basically just the gist of what is going on. But for the first day, we had our first class, which was really early in the morning. Our teacher was really cool. He has like a really cool personality, so I feel like it's going to be enjoyable, but he does teach kind of fast, and I don't know why, but it does kind of overwhelm me, because like we're learning so much material, and it's so many, like, I don't even know if I could call it formulas, but it's just so much to learn. And it's just, let me just show you like what I wrote down in just today alone, and it's like 4 pages worth. And let me not show his email. So this is some of it. Was doing math for so long. And then here's some other notes. I'm not really good at graphing, but I did do I did 1 chapter of homework, and I want to stay like ahead, even though it's not due until the 26th. I still wanted to be like on schedule, because I'm just so paranoid of Pearson, you know. So here's another one from the same class. It looks kind of sloppy because he writes on a chalkboard and he erases things kind of fast. So not unless you like tell him like, yo, slow down and wait, I need to write that down. Like, you are shit out of luck. And then this is the second chapter, equation of lines. And then this is my other class, order of operations, chapter 1, and this is all I have. So yeah, that is like 4 pages worth of notes. My second class, like, she is like super quiet, low-key, like she talks really quietly, but her class is a lot slower, you know what I mean? The first class is like blah the whole time, and it's like an hour and a half or so, and it just feels like I'm just being thrown at so much at once that it is kind of overwhelming, because I'm like, I need help. Like, I just don't know what's going on. Like, he says, oh, like, you know probably some of this from high school, and yes, I will say that I am familiar with some of this stuff from high school, but I graduated high school almost 6 years ago, and yes, I remember like some of the stuff that I was taught, but I don't remember like how to do it formulate it. So basically it's like math, like algebra, but like more scientific stuff inside of it. It seems like more scientific stuff, because I did buy, because on Tuesday I did have to like go out and buy something on the table, because that would be fucking gross. Okay, so I had to get a scientific calculator, and it was 10 bucks. Okay, it was 10 bucks. I was getting confused with a like algebraic calculator and this type of calculator, so I had to look at the syllabus, pull it out while I was at Walmart. But this is just a regular old calculator that we had since 2009. One of our old neighbors gave it to me. Like, she gave me like a bunch of like Hello Kitty stuff. All it needs is some batteries and it'll work again, but it stopped working like a year ago. But I had it since 2009 and never changed the batteries, which is kind of impressive. So I'm not throwing that away until we just need to change the batteries. I thought it was solar powered at first, but I don't think it is. But this is the one that I was getting confused with, because this is also Texas Instruments. So I was like, what the fuck? What is this? This is more like an algebraic calculator from what I could see, but these two are extremely different. It stressed me out because I was just like, do I need another one? So yeah, we can't use graphing calculators in it, but the difference between how I went from this is how I used to, like, this is the same calculator that I used to do my parents' checkbook on when I was like a little kid. I haven't done it in a while, but it's just basically subtracting like what you got. Like, say you went to the store and you got paid, you just subtract what you got and then put the amount on the checkbook so you know what you have. Even though like times have came a long way and you don't really have to do that as much anymore because everything is electronic, but this is what I used to use it on, to be honest, to make it faster. Just a little nostalgic moment right there. But yeah, looking at this kind of stresses me out because I don't know some of these buttons, like, so yeah. And then the first class with my teacher on the first day, he basically was just like, oh, like for an icebreaker, he made us like go around and ask people their majors and talk to them and get their socials. That is one thing I didn't do. I did not get anyone's socials. I talked to people. I have talked to a few people in my class already, and people just kind of come up to me and they're just like, are you confused about this, that, and the third? And I would like kind of like tell them like, yeah, or I would like help them. But so far, like, I really like this class. I feel like I like it more than my other class. Like, my last class wasn't annoying, but like some of the people I just wasn't really like vibing with in there. And yeah, like I low-key got into some drama in that class with some people that I didn't really cause. It was just kind of like people just don't know how to communicate in that class. And I don't miss it, but I do miss how easy it was, because this class I was just like dreading it when the break was ending. I was just like, I know that this is gonna be hard. But he said it was easy, but every teacher says that it's easy until you do it yourself, and then it's like, what the fuck. So yeah, I met some people. We had a fire drill. Like, the fire drill went off randomly, and it was kind of awkward because I'm just like, this hasn't happened since like July, and we actually had to leave the premises when there was a fire drill. This time we didn't really do that. We were doing like a little tour because there were some people that were on the campus for the first time and they didn't know where everything was. I know where all the tutoring services are because I've been to every one of them, like pretty every single one of them, because I catch up on hours, and two, I just pretty much am familiar with the people there by now. Like, they know my face already. They're like, oh, that's her. So yeah, anyways, but yeah, like, it was kind of awkward. Like, I was meeting up with this one guy that's also trying to be a psychologist, and he was like super chill. The funniest part was when he was like, oh, like, this is my first time being on this campus and there's a fire drill and it's making me want to stress eat, and he just pulls out like a granola bar, starts eating it. But I have to say it in his voice because it's like funny. He's like, oh my god, like, this is gonna make me like stress eat, like I'm stress eating right now. That's like literally how he said it. It was hilarious. Like, I was dying. Like, I was just like, it's not that big of a deal. This happened back in July. Like, it's not that big of a deal. Like, there's a lot of construction going on in the school for some reason. Like, there's a lot of weird noises going on in the school because it's like pretty much under construction. So there's like beeping, zapping noises, and it's just like very awkward. We weren't in that class for very long because it was just covering the syllabus. Basically what's going on is that all of our homework is going to be online, and then we take notes in class. Okay, Paz, we're fine. So yeah, same with the other class. It's online, everything is online. So the cool thing about it is that we didn't have to pay for the course again because it was under like this Barnes and Noble link, and we just copy that link and then we copy everything, and then we don't have to pay again. Because I did have to pay like $110 or something for the course back in July, a little bit longer at school because I wanted to get Tuesday I got a lot of shit done. I forgot to say. Okay, so I had to go to, because I was trying to kill a bunch of stones, kill one bird with one stone. I don't like that. I look like an egg when I was up there. And so I was like, oh, I need to go back to my little offices where I go to get accommodations for my classwork. And I was like, oh, let me go do that Tuesday. The people know me very well there because I've gone there several times already. And it's a very small little office where you can get accommodations through like IEPs and stuff, and you just have to show proof of it. You have to go in a meeting, they file it, and they have your files on deck, so they don't have to really like keep asking you. The only thing that they don't have proof of for me is the ADD part. That was more like a vocal thing. That was just like an observation that they saw. They just kept noting it when I was little. They were just like, she has ADHD, this, that, and the third. And I never really had it on file, but I was diagnosed with it. But dyscalculia, I was diagnosed with it, so I do have proof on file about that back from like 2nd grade. So I had to go back to like probably like my senior year of high school to show proof of that back in the summer. And then yeah, so I had to go to meet up with my counselor, and I was trying to see if I can get the same accommodations in this class because I was kind of already overwhelmed and I was kind of like scared of what will come. And my counselor was like, you know, you did really good in your last math class. Like, I got a B in it, by the way, like an 85 or an 86. Not to brag, but this is a really hard subject for me, and I busted my ass the whole time. Like, I really didn't take any breaks. Like, I did like several lessons a day, took so many notes. Like, I took really good notes, so it did help. And I had a really amazing teacher, and I had a really amazing tutor, so that did really help a lot. So she was like looking at my grade from last math class and was like, hey, since you did really good on your last math class, I don't really feel like you need like the note cards for your test. I feel like you need to challenge yourself because I know that you're really smart and I know that you can do this. I just feel like you shouldn't rely so much on the note cards and rely on more on your like brain passages, because I kind of use that as a pacifier, it feels like. And so it did help me pass my test, but I didn't use it a lot during my test. I just would look at it, remember the formula line by line, and I'll go back and I'll like, oh, I remember this, because I do, like, I've done it so many times with several people that it was kind of like muscle memory with me. So that did help, because it was just kind of something to glance at and not like, oh my god, rely on it so much, because I do remember not really looking at it so much. And she was just like, you don't need it, but she did put it on my file still. So she was just like, you can use it when you feel like you need it, absolutely need it, but try not to use it a lot. And I was like, what do you mean I can't use it a lot? I was like, my heart sank. One, I was flattered, okay? I was flattered because she obviously can see that I do have a lot of potential. And a lot of teachers have told me a lot throughout the years that I'm very smart, but since I was always told that I was stupid by like a lot of people, I was always like, are they lying? Are they just trying to make me feel better? Do they really see it? Because I know that I'm smart, but people have called me stupid so many times that it was just kind of like, I've heard that more than I'm smart. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I know that I've been called smart a lot, but like, I have been called stupid by a teacher though. But it was just traumatizing, but I don't want to get into that. That was in high school, but it's just it happened. Like, I hear that I'm smart a lot, and I do have to like try not to be so hard on myself when I do math, because I was having those moments. But I also just got a break. Okay, I'm still on break mode. I'm still like trying to get the hang of and the groove of school again, because it's gonna take me probably 2 or 3 weeks to get in the groove of school again. So I literally was just like, I don't know what's going on. Like, I know what's going on, but I don't, you know what I mean? So it was just a lot going on. That was it. She's very nice to me, but it was just like, I was kind of like jaw dropping at that information, I'm not gonna lie. And then I did like some errands. I went to the dollar store on Tuesday, and I went to Walmart on Tuesday because I had like boatloads of things that I needed to get. I didn't really like bother to do a haul because it was mostly just like hygienic stuff. Like, I needed like more toothbrushes because we were running low on toothbrushes. I mean, I have a few left, but I was just like, we need more, because we like to get like a pack, like a bunch of them, so like we don't have to keep going back and forth to the store. And like, it will just save so much time and energy just to get a bunch of them at once and then just put them in my mom's bathroom so we know where they are. So that's just how it is. My brother has like a whole boat load of toothbrushes too, so he's like has bulk items in his room, so it's just easier and better said than done. And then I got some deodorant because I was like down to like one left, and I just refused to use the natural ones, because like the natural ones, like I use them when I'm at home and I know I'm not gonna sweat a lot, so like I use that at home. But when I'm outside, I don't use it because it makes me like, I sweat a lot outside. I was sweating a lot outside today because people kept turning on the heater everywhere when it was 60 degrees, and I wore like a long sleeve and a hoodie today, which I don't know why I did that, because it wasn't even that cold this morning, but I just wanted to be prepared because I wasn't prepared Tuesday, because it was 23 degrees on Tuesday in the morning, and I didn't really come prepared. I had like a long sleeve, like I had a hoodie and stuff like that, like some pants, but my pants weren't thick enough. I didn't bring my mittens. Like, it was just so, like, it was a mess. I was freezing all day on Tuesday. So I'm really super duper bored right now. I just got an urgent care because I actually was supposed to be getting like a little doctor's appointment, but I guess they don't accept my insurance, even though I called to confirm them like a month ago or so, and I guess the type of insurance I have, they don't cover it. So I spent like $21 just to go there, so it was just a waste of time. So my mom was like, you should go to urgent care, because what I wanted to go for was because of my allergies, and I just needed like a little relief. Allergy meds, they're supposed to be like stronger, but I have to wait like an hour for it, and I've been walking around Walgreens for like 10-15 minutes. I ended up getting 3 things, which was like this cone thing to try, and then I also got 2 different mascaras. I'm pretty much pretending that I'm on FaceTime right now. I don't really come down here unless I absolutely have to, but I'm ready to go home. I've been out by myself for like hours, and I'm just like so over it. I'm just really tired. I just want to go home and take a nap. And yeah, I'm pretending that I'm on FaceTime. I could have been FaceTiming my mom right now to tell her what's going on. I probably will after I'm done, but I was like, I also need content right now, so let me just get that out of the way. I don't even know if you can hear me. I'm probably gonna have to put on subtitles because like you can't hear me, and I didn't bring my camera. I think it seemed like it's just normal to have these type of issues for allergies, but they said if I'm not wheezing, then it's not really like a concern, basically. And I was just like, there's a boba place across the street that I was kind of eyeing, but I don't know if they have like dairy-free options, because I've been craving boba for like a week or so, and I was just like really wanting it, and I don't have like a microwave to make it myself. I have like the little flour that they use, and it looks new because before there used to be like a frozen yogurt place there, and now it's a boba place, and I'm just like the last time I had boba was when I went to the zoo with my cousin and my mom, and they actually had dairy-free options there, and that's why I ended up getting it, because it was dairy-free. And most places have that, but a lot of the times here they don't really have that out here because they're not really used to people like requesting it. So she's been gone for like an hour and a half or so, and I think it might be going well. Hopefully it's going well, but I'm thinking since she hasn't been back in a while that it's going well. Her camera was kind of wigging out. I was upside down, that weird, and then I ended up taking a picture of myself because I was using the buttons like I use mine. It was weird, but anyways, I hope she's doing good. I'm so excited. Oh my god, this is weird that I'm just commenting on her camera, but I told her I was gonna pick up her camera, and that's what I'm doing. All right, I love you guys. I hope you have a wonderful see, it's mad weird. It's a little sensitive, I noticed when I touch it, so I'm gonna not touch it because I don't want to get in trouble from the atmosphere because she's gonna blame me. I thought I touched the right button, so now I looked awkward. She's probably gonna keep all this in because she likes making me look weird. I'm still trying to turn it off and I can't find the button. It's totally on the wrong side. Okay, so yesterday, let me take this off so I look a little bit more presentable. Yesterday I went on a date with someone. It wasn't like anything too crazy, it was just at like a park, and we hung out. I did a little get ready with me while I was doing it. I didn't want to talk the whole time because music was blasting and I was just like not in a super talkative mood. I was just like way too like nervous to talk, so I was just kind of like, let me just film this clip and go and just like not think about how nervous I am and just go take a shot and just vibe, you know. I took a shot of Hennessy and I feel like it's still hitting me. I only took one shot and I feel like it's still like in my system. Like I still feel it. I still feel drowsy. I still feel a little drunk even though it was one shot. Like I normally take 1 or 2 shots at least, but there's still mascara under my eye even though I washed my face and all that stuff this morning. So the mascara is a paid actor if you're all wondering. So just a little backstory, because I did not even like really like plan it. I mean, I planned it, I agreed to it, but I had such a long crappy day yesterday that I was like kind of shocked that I was like, yeah, I'll link with you, because it was so long. Like I barely was at the house yesterday. So initially what we were supposed to do was meet up on Monday, because I don't have school on Mondays, so we were supposed to meet up on Monday, and then his work got in the way. By the way, of course, he's in the military, so I don't really feel like I need to mention that, because that's kind of like a given. Every time someone talks to me like new, they're always like in the military. So I was just like, you know what, it's okay, like we can link another time. Like I'm not really stressing over it, because he communicated with me that, you know, what's been going on. He didn't have to do that, but it's what I want, you know, because like people just suck at communicating, because like I don't want to be left high and dry and left on a cliffhanger here, not know what happened. And he's been like communicating like what's been going on, and I don't even ask. He just tells me like, this is what's been going on. At first I thought it was weird because I didn't understand it, because I remember we were talking about something totally different, and then he's like, I'm at the gym. And I'm like, why did you tell me that? And then he's like, well, I don't want you to think that I'm ignoring you, so I'm telling you like what I'm doing. So I'm communicating with you what I'm doing, so you don't think I'm ignoring you. So I was like, okay, that's appreciative. Like not a lot of people do that. So he's a year younger than me. Actually, he's also a Leo. He's actually like 10 days younger and a year younger than me. So that was insane to find out, because I never been on a date with another Leo before. He doesn't give off Leo energy though. I give off very heavy energy Leo. Like everyone kind of knows right away that I'm a Leo because of how I act. Like I'm very much all the traits of a Leo, and it wasn't like by force, it just kind of happened. Like it's just, that's just how I am. Hi Cairo. So I met up with him probably like 6 or 7 or something like that. No, maybe like 5ish, I don't really remember, or 4ish or something like that. So by the time I decided to do this, it was already very cold out, so I did bring a sweater, but it wasn't thick enough because I totally underestimated how cold it gets at night. But we sat at the table that I used to hang out at, and the first thing I noticed about the pole, okay, so like the first thing I noticed about the pole, there's like these poles, and like there's a table, and there's like a triangle thing, I can't think of it right now, but it's like a covering, and there's like these poles, and one of the poles, it said in big ass letters, the hard R. And I was like, I hope that he doesn't think I'm okay with that. Okay, so I happened to like turn around while we were talking, and I just saw it, and it's like in big letters, and it's a yellow pole, so it's very noticeable. I'm pretty sure like a teenager did it, because a lot of teenagers do tend to hang out over there, even though it's like, you know, mostly for like little kids, but there's tables and a big field to like do whatever in. It definitely hurt my feelings, because I was explaining that it used to not look this trashy a couple of years ago, and then like a lot more people moved in and it started getting a little bit more trashy here. So I do get like grossed out by how dirty this place gets, because it's just graffiti all over the place, and it's just like there's trash everywhere now. Been a lot, like it's just been a lot of people just kind of trashing the place, throwing glass everywhere. So it was just kind of like, ugh, this is so ghetto. Like, can we have anything nice here? Like, this is how you Texans treat your property? Like trash, like write everywhere, draw everywhere, profanities. Like I was expecting like curse words, because people do draw, I mean write little curse words on things. Overall, like the first thing I noticed when he came out of the car, because his friend dropped him off, because at first I didn't see him, so I was like, I was texting him, yo, I can't find you, like where are you? And there was this white car, and I was like, I feel like, in my head I was like, I feel like he's in this white car. And then he pops out, and the first thing I noticed was that, well, he's a lot more like hairy, you know, because he has like on his Instagram and on his profile, like he was bare. He looked like he had like a little baby face. So I was just like, oh, you know, that's the first thing I noticed. He had like a little beard going on, a little mustache. So it was like, you know, it made him look a little older than what he is. And then he's just pretty much as short as me, which I was like, you know what, let me just let that shit go now, because tall people can be like, tall men are toxic, short men are toxic, you know. I normally go for tall dudes, but I'm just gonna give him the benefit of the doubt, because like the reason why I decided to link up with him was because he was the only one putting in the pressure into wanting to link up and actually take me out on a date. Because at first he was talking to me and he was like, oh, I want to take you out to either Olive Garden or Denny's. And I was like, Olive Gardens is really far out, I don't really want to. Not Olive Garden, Denny's was really far out. I haven't gone to Denny's in so long, but I was just kind of like not in the mood to go super far out, you know what I mean? I'm just kind of wanting to go at least 15-20 minutes away at least. He was very accommodating to that, and I was okay with Olive Garden because it wasn't that far away from me. Like, I know where it is. But I don't know, for some reason I was agreeing to that, I think, and then like stuff kind of happened, and then we had to reschedule everything. But now he wants to try this grill place tomorrow, because it went well the first time. I never been to this grill place, I don't think, but I've heard of it, but I just never gone to it. But I'm kind of excited because, well, actually I am excited because like this is what I wanted. I don't think it's hard to like take someone out on a date. I've been talking to a few people, but they're not impressing me, and I could tell, I feel like they know that I'm not really impressed. Okay, so one of the guys that I told you guys about, that was like in my last video, I talked about how he was always bringing up my ex and stuff. So that guy, he only like texts me to like play the game with him, and that's as far as it's gone, and it's been like a week of talking, and he hasn't like and the only time he's asked me to go out with him, it was always to his house, and I was always like declining that because I'm not going to your house on the first link, because I feel like, to me, that says you just only see me as like a hookup, and I'm just not for that, you know. I have standards. I've done the whole hookup thing one time and I wasn't into it. Like, it's not for me. I'm just really into like monogamy and just like getting to know someone, and not just for sexual gratifications. So I'm just not into that. I did it once, and I'm not into it. I know what I like and I don't. I just wanted to do it for the experience, because people made it seem like, well, actually no, every time people talk about hookup, it was always like in a bad light, but I wanted to have my own experience. But that was almost 2 years ago, and I'm just totally different person now. So anyways, but yeah, so I just wasn't really into it. There's this other guy that is basically about to be like leaving out of this state and going back to his home state, and all he asks me is, what are you doing every hour? And if I take too long to text back, he's like, well, what are you doing now? What are you doing now? And I'm just like, that's as far as you can go with a topic. And then he expects me to come up with the topics. They both are kind of like that, and I'm just not really into that. Like, if you can't carry a convo, then why are we talking, you know? Like, that's why it's taking me a lot longer to respond to these people, because I'm getting uninterested. Like, they're both like attractive people, but I'm not interested because they don't know how to talk. If you don't know how to talk and you're attractive, like, being so attractive can only get you so far, you know? And like, after a while, you're gonna get tired of just looking at their face and being like, well, we have no connection other than just physical stuff. And that's as far as it's going in this direction, and it's just gonna get boring really fast. Like, if you get with someone just solely for their like how attractive they look, it's just not gonna go well. It never goes well. It's very like surface level talks, and I'm just not into surface level talking. Like, I want to know why you act the way that you act. And it's not just because I go to school for psychology, it's just because trauma manifests in different ways, and you having how your relationship with your parents affects how you handle your adult life, how you handle your relationships. So what you saw in your childhood does play a big role in your adult life if you don't heal yourself from it. So that's the thing. Like, that's the stuff that I want to hear. Not full on trauma dumping, you know, I'm not into that, but just give me enough information to know how you are, you know, how you handle with your emotions, all that stuff. And are you the type of person to, you know, do you have stress relievers? Do you hold it in? Like, that's what I want to know too. Not what are you doing, what's your favorite color, what color are your panties. That shit is just so old to me. Like, I had to like ghost this other dude the other day because he just kept talking to me only solely because he liked how my boobs looked when he never even saw them like out. I was just revealing, like, I was wearing a tank top in that picture, and he was just like talking about it, and it was just getting creepy. So I was just like, yo, I'm not interested anymore, and I haven't been interested like ever since you know, said all that. So, but anyways, the day went well. We were talking for like 4 hours, and I would have stayed out there longer, but it went down to like 20 degrees outside, and I just couldn't do it anymore. My post-nasal drip was like insane. Like, it didn't start until like the middle or towards the end of us talking. Training to be in combat, so he's basically in training. And did you just bite me? So yeah, that's what he was talking about. But for me personally, this is what I noted. Even though I have grown around a lot of people in the military, because San Diego has a really big like military base, and my dad was in the Navy, and pretty much everyone I was around, like grew up with, friends wise, had a parent, at least one parent in the military. I don't make that my whole life, because at the end of the day, I'm a dependent, I get benefits, and I'm still a civilian, and I don't care about it like that, you know what I mean? I know it's like people make it their life, like they either talk about it so much or they talk about it like very little, you know? And I've seen both sides, okay? Both ends. And most of the time I link up with people that talk about it so much that I do tend to zone out. So the first thing he just started kind of like talking about was his job, and I was like, okay, well, I didn't even get to ask anything yet, but okay. So I was just going, you know, I just listened most of the time because I was just like, let me just get this out of the way, because I know that he's very passionate about this, and from what I heard, this is what he wanted to do since he was in high school. So I'm just listening. I'm not gonna really put too much commentary because it's not really it just hearing about it is just kind of boring. Like, it's not something that gets my panty wet, you know? Like, I like seeing them in uniform, like that. Seeing men in uniform, that is, yes. But talking about it, no. I don't want to hear it. That's the thing, like, I don't want to hear it. Like, no, okay? I heard it for 20 plus years. I'm tired. I'm tired. So, anyways, and plus people come up to me all the time and they're veterans and they're always telling me about their experience. So I hear it all the time, pretty much every time I leave the house, because someone's always stopping me and being like, let me tell you about my time in Vietnam. Let me tell you about my time in Afghanistan. And yes, thank you for your service, but please talk to someone that actually cares about hearing about that. I can't relate because I've never been shot at before. I've never put my life on the line for a country that doesn't favor people of color. I just can't see myself doing that. It's not something that I just can't, you know? Because the way that they treat the people that get out of the military is like trash. I've heard the stories of people trying to get the VA benefits, and it's trash. Judge me for things that I did. When I told them that I was going to school for psychology, whenever I tell people that, normally they roll their eyes. They're just like, oh my god, that's so corny. Like, you're just gonna be diagnosing everyone every 2 seconds. And I'm just like, but the pay and the how remote it can be, like, that's what I like, okay? So I was just like, I was already expecting that because I've heard it so many times. I did want to become a therapist when I was 16. I did mention that because I was very interested in the thought of helping people and understanding why they work, why they move the way that they move, you know what I mean? So, and I have been in therapy, and he's like, I think it's really cool that you want to go to school for therapy. I truly feel like everyone needs therapy. And I was like, okay, he's not anti-therapy, because people that are like anti-therapy are so annoying too. I know that it could be a cultural thing sometimes, but it just gets annoying to be like, I don't want to go to therapy. I don't like therapy. I know it's not for everyone, but I've been in and out of therapy since I was 17 years old. And I feel like it has helped me over the years overcome things. So I feel like it does help a lot depending on who you vibe with. You have to, it's like when you go through therapists, it feels like you're speed dating, because like there's so many bad apples until you find that one good golden bar. I'm thinking of Call of Duty, golden bar, and then you're like, that's my person now. And then you also have to read their like profile and see what they specialize in. Like that shit, that's just a whole day in itself, because there's so many of them that specializes in different things and stuff like that. There's so much that goes into it. But you know, he thought it was really cool, which is a first, because like not a lot of people tell me that. So yeah, but he told me he wanted to go to school for cybersecurity, and then he said he's gonna be going to California like by next week to clean equipment. So he's gonna be there for like 10 days. So I'm not gonna see him for like a little while after this second date because of that. We probably won't be even talking that much because he's super duper busy all the time. So I don't really like know how that's gonna happen, but I'm sure I'm not gonna be stressing over it. But I'm gonna try to remember everything, because I can't like think of everything because I'm so tired. Like I honestly want to go back to bed. But I know that when we talked about like missing family, because I was like asking, hey, like did you get to see your family over Christmas or New Year's? Because I know like a lot of people tend to do that if they save up enough leave or whatever. And he didn't get to do that. And then when he was talking about it, he just like, I don't want to talk about it, it gets me upset. And then he looked like he wanted to cry, and I was just like, okay, like we can not talk about this. Like, if it makes you uncomfortable, I don't want to overstep any boundaries with you. And that's what I said. He's like, no, you're good, like, it's just military stuff, like, it just gets me upset. We talked about homeless veterans because I wanted to know his thoughts on it, because there's a lot of them out here now. It's becoming a lot more prevalent now because they're just everywhere, and it's upsetting to see. And a lot of them are just disabled, and a lot of them just look so beat down and just tired of life. And they're always like next to highways begging for money, like damn near like killing themselves over just a few dollars. And so I wanted to know his thoughts because I feel like that's kind of important, because there's a lot here. He said that he felt bad. He said a lot more things about it, but basically like he felt bad because he saw that the military like fucked them over and they should have gotten more help or whatever. So yeah, then yeah, I mean, I can't think of anything right now, but I didn't really do too much to like how parents looked wise because it was cold. And the mascara I wore, it was the breakup proof mascara from Wet n Wild. That one I got from Walgreens, if you're wondering. And also this other mascara, I got it from Walgreens as well. It was the breakup proof mascara was $6, and then the Mega Protein one was $2. I can't find that shit at the dollar store, so I had to like look, because I did need more mascara, because I do have some shorts. I did film some yesterday. I did go to that boba shop. I did vlog that a little bit. Overall, I think I would go there again because like the ambiance is really good, and plus I forgot to say this, but they give you like a rewards card, and if you bring it and they stamp it until you get like 5 stamps, you can get like a free extra large drink. And so if I keep going there, and their bobas are like $5 or $6, so which isn't too bad, you know, because like some of them they are bugging, you know, obviously, and the boba like are 99 cents. So in total it was $6.25. I forgot to add that in the story and on here. It was good. I mean, it was okay. Like I give it like an 8 out of 10. It just mostly tasted like green tea. There was like a little hint of strawberry, and they had like little strawberry chunks at the bottom. I think there was some lost in translation part, because I was like, first initially I was like kind of like hesitant, because I was like, oh, because I know that a lot of boba places here don't offer non-dairy options. And I asked her, yo, like, do you have non-dairy options for the milk tea? And she said, we only have regular milk or something. And then when other people were ordering, I saw her pulling out soy milk, and I heard her talk about almond milk and stuff. So I think it was the way that I phrased it, because she doesn't seem like she's like good at English. So I was like, maybe it's the way I phrased it. I'm not going to be sweating it too much. Now I know, and now I see that like she has like other milk options. So I think honestly I'm gonna be going there because there's so many different options, and it was kind of hard because I was choosing between whether I wanted strawberry or guava or mango. It was so hard to choose because I was just like, I want them all. I want to try all of them, but I just know that I'm not going to be able to finish it all. But it was good. The boba was good. It wasn't like hard like some places make it, because I forgot to tell you guys this. I didn't even get to end up getting my medicine that I was waiting for, because they needed like to wait, because they need to overnight it, because they told me to wait an hour, and then I ended up walking back to Walgreens over an hour later, and I was like, well, I charged my phone up enough, I think I could go back, because I didn't get a call or anything. So I was like, let me just go walk over there and see. And they told me, oh, like, I'm sorry for making you wait, because I was like, you know, they made me wait over an hour. Like, I was just trying to make sure what was going on. I wasn't like mean or anything, but I was just kind of like confused on what was happening, because I was just like, what's taking so long for me to get my thing? Normally I wait like 15-20 minutes for the medicines that I do get, but she was talking an hour to the first lady, but it was a different lady that was talking to me the second time. And then they kept trying to like unappeal this notice thing, this error code or something, and it wouldn't like budge, so they were just like, you know what, it makes sense to just come on Monday. And I was like, okay, I could do that if I remember, honestly, because I feel like I'm gonna forget what's going on now. I think honestly I'm gonna end the video here because there's not really much else to do. There's not much else to talk about. I already pretty much said everything that's been going on. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys.